All right, good morning, guys. Today we have TUP, which is running pretty hard this morning. 87 cents all the way up to $1.34, so looking pretty good. We did have a nice pullback back down to that VWAP line, and it looks to be holding in this area, which is good to see. We might pick it up on VWAP here, 118. I would like to maybe see a drop back down to 114 here on the 200, but we'll have to wait and see. We've got PXMD as well. We've played this lots in the past as well. 82 cents all the way up to $1.19. Also looking pretty good. Nice consolidation. Again, ranging around that VWAP line. We've got costs. And cost is ranging between 384 all the way up to 484. So we have a good range on this as well. We are down quite a bit right now on that 418 support line. Is it going to come back? It kind of depends on market open. We could see some volume that pushes that back above that 200, and that's kind of what we're looking for. We've got TLGA here. Going from lows of about 1070 to highs of just under $16 here. Don't really like playing this price range, but we'll might give it a go if we've got nothing else to try. So far it's looking okay. It's consolidated again in some areas of support. And then we've got GovX, which is ranging between 56 cents all the way up to 71 cents. We've got a decent range here. I was kind of watching this at VWAP. Looks like it kind of got a little bit of a rejection here. It did seem like we had some buying pressure and then it dropped, so we may just need to retest that area to break through. We are currently sitting at the 62 cent area. If we start breaking down from here, I think we're going to probably end down at 58 cents, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. We've got 20 seconds till the market opens, and we're seeing a top fall here. So I'm going to actually start writing out a top alert because I think we're probably going to be buying this. Kind of try for about $1.14, but if we have to jump it a little higher if it starts to run out, that's what we'll just have to do. So we'll try for $1.14. We're going to go for $1.30, and we'll go for $1.10 stop. Yeah, $1.10 should give us. And if you have to get it a little bit higher, go for it. You may have to move your stop up a cent or two. Like if you got $1.16, you're probably moving this up to at least $1.12, which is also fine. Okay, did I mess up the days on the tracker here? It says it's the 20th. Let's just type in something here. Yeah, that's not showing the right one, so let's do it again. Look at the right day here. There we go. Okay. And then we've got TUP, and that's looking okay here. 121, so I'm going to go ahead and trim a little bit. Maybe 122 if we can. 121, 122. Bands are starting to tighten, so we want to make sure we take some profit here. So trimming, top 121-ish, 121. Boom, 128, gonna take some more profit. Trimming, top 130. Nice little pop there to the top of resistance. And we're gonna break through, that would be awesome. Again, we'll probably take some more around 134. We want to see it that high day. So trimming a bit more top, 134. We tapped 134 a couple times. If we break through 134, we could go for a pretty big run. Boom. There we go, 140 almost, 139. Trimming a little bit more here. Barely keep up with this. $142. I don't even care if anything else is running, having fun with this. Alright, we're going to pull back here, so we'll start looking at other stuff. PXMD looks like it's in a prime spot to pick up, so we're going to pick up some PXMD here. We're looking at 0.95. I'm going to say ish, because 0.94 is probably even a little bit better if we can get that, but 0.95 should do just fine. We'll go for $1.15, and we're going to give it. We need at least 93 here. I kind of want to put it down to 92. I'm going to go 92 for a stop. This is PXMD. All right. So top hit that pullback, which is fantastic because we're starting to get low on shares. If we can come back down to VWAP here, 123, maybe 124, we could consider picking up some more. PXMD is probably not going to be too bad either. We see that move up to 98, 99. At 99, that's not bad to trim some as well. Keep that in mind. What's cost doing? Cost had a little bit of a run here from 414 all the way up to 450. We're back down. We're at the 200. So this is another opportunity on cost. So we're going to go about that 420 area. We're going to try for 465. We're going to give it a probably... We could go 410. Yeah, we'll go 410. We'll see if it breaks to a new low, right? That's basically what we want to avoid getting into on costs. So we're looking to trim costs probably about 440. You could trim at 430 if you get in around 420. You just want 10 cents for your first scale out point. So actually we can just say trim costs 430-ish. 435-ish, just to get that break even or better on our trade. PXMD moved up to $1 here, so you got that 99-cent trim. I should alert that trimming PXMD 0.99. Tops down to 133. It's holding on this 131 support area, which is fine. We're probably not going to pick up more shares up here just because it's up pretty high right now, but we'll see what happens. Might drop down a little bit further here. PXMB back down to 95, 94. So we got our first trim, which is good. We're coming down a little bit further this time. GovX is another thing I'm interested in buying into. Probably not at these highs though. I'm kind of looking to get in. I kind of want 61. I think it's going to break back down to 61, so we'll leave it be for now. Top's going again. We got cost here making that push. We saw it come back down to 422, so you got another opportunity to take an entry, and it moves right back up to that first price target. Next one's going to be 440, maybe 445 if you want to push past this 440 resistance. PXMD back up, so we dropped down to 94. We saw a nice little kick back up to 98 here. Top's not doing too bad. Still holding up there pretty high. Do we have anything new? APLD maybe? Open up a new tab here, APLD. APLD's looking decent right now. Quite the run actually, going from 8 to 940, so nothing we can play right now. Not a lot in terms of support. We'll have to look at bigger time frames to get areas of support here. And resistance. Might be starting to see some resistance up here somewhere. Somewhere up here you might find some support too, so we'll keep an eye on it. Let's see if it comes back down, where it comes back down to. Cost back down. PXMD looking like it wants to break out. Top is broke down a little bit from that support area, but not too much. Definitely not enough to make me want to buy it yet, or buy more of it yet. GovX did drop down to that 61-cent line. This is the area we were looking at getting into GovX to try it out. So we're going to go 0.61. We're going to go for 0.70 PT with a 0.59 stop. Yeah, that puts us right on that 200, but we kind of can't really stretch at 3 cents. Even 2 cents is a little bit of a stretch, but you could move this up to 59.5 if you want, depending where you get it. Okay, APLD still sitting up really high. GovX sitting at 61. Cost dropping 420, back down to 420. PXMD holding $1. We're at $1, $1, $2. Gonna trim a little bit at $2. Trim PXMD $2. $103, nice. So we should take some more at 105, just because we're gonna have a little bit of resistance there. What's up? Yeah, hopefully make some money. TUP ended up being pretty good for us already. $1.16 to $1.42. Maxed out there, $1.43. Yeah, it looks like we could have picked up some more shares at this $1.30 level. I just don't know how much further it's going to run, so I don't really want to be buying shares up here yet. Cost does look like, you know what, is consolidating back down to the 200, which is fine because we might go through a bounce. PXMD made its way up to $1.03, bouncing back down. We could see this back down to that 95 area. If we come back down to 95, I'll probably pick up some more shares. GovX at 62.5, so if we hit 63, we're going to trim a little bit. When I say trimming, GovX 0.63, basically there. APLD still holding up pretty high. Cost breaking down further than anticipated here. We did break a new low, which is kind of not great, but we'll see what happens. PXMD falls dramatically down into stop, which is fine because we got quite a bit of profit out of PXMD anyway. I kind of want to pick up some more shares down here, but let's look at the 5 minute. Yeah, we could stop at 89, so I'm actually going to say stopped up PXMD, remainder, and looking to re-enter. PXMD, 0.89 entry. Going to go for that $5 area at the 0.87 stop loss. Where's that put us? 87 is going to put us, yeah, too high to get to the 200 still, but that's okay because we just kind of can't stretch it that far, and that's just part of the game. So we're back in PXMD. Back up to 92 from 89, so make sure you trim. MD, PXMD. .93-ish. It's already pretty decent. Cost looks like it's going to turn around, so I think I actually have to jump back in on it. Again, we made some money on this, so it's fine, but I'm going to say 410-ish, 460 for a PT, and we'll go 390 for a stop. Nah, 395 for a stop. We don't need that much room. Because we really don't want to see it break below this final support area, and I don't think we will, but you never know. You could even move it up as high as $4 if you absolutely wanted to. TUP is up at 166, so we're going to go ahead and make sure we trim a little bit more here. TUP 166. That was a huge move up, and I really wasn't completely paying attention to that. We're up 43% on TUP so far, or about 43%. PXMB broke down a little bit from this area, so I'm starting to get a little worried. We did get a 4-cent trim on it, so it's not the end of the world if we don't move up more here. We're at 64 on GovX. You could take a little bit more at 64, maybe 65. 65 wouldn't be bad. APLD is still sitting there doing nothing. Alright, so you could probably honestly just get rid of APLD. We got Phase. Phase Holdings. Oh my god, what a meme stock. Yeah, it's not looking too bad. I mean, the pre-market was dead. 40 cents, moved all the way up to 64 cents. No news, as far as I can tell. We'll leave it open for now. I can't promise we're going to play it. ARP. No, not really. I don't like that at all. Oh, BBIG's back. 314, $4. That's a pretty big range. Yeah, BBIG might be playable. Haven't seen that one in a while. NYMD, another one I haven't seen in a while. This one doesn't look as good though. Got a lot of meme names popping up today. Yeah, not skew. BBIG looks decent. Got back some back down a little bit. Top's back up, breaking 170, 172. I kind of want to see a halt on top. $172 to 174. We should probably take another trim here around 174. Just a small one. Trim top 174. PXMD really needs to move. Cost could use a move as well. Top is great, man. Top is love. Top is life. Have a good one. 7.8% on the account in what? Less than 15 minutes. What a cool day job we have. It's $1.80 here on top. I kind of want to pick up more shares, but like where at this point, right? Someday it'll be your day job. Takes a little bit of patience and it takes a little bit of work, but you'll get there. BBIG is moving again. Phase might bounce off the 20 here. We could take a phase play. I really don't want to play this meme stock, but you know what? If we can make money off it, why not? I'm going to say 48 cents. We're going to try to get in. We're going to try... Still a lot of selling volume. We're basically catching a knife here, which is not really something we should be doing, especially when it's something we don't have a lot of data on and there's not really any areas of support. Yeah, you know what? I'm just not comfortable doing this. Not yet. Maybe if we start seeing some green candles, it'll be different, but for right now, it's, you know, it is what it is. 182 on top at the top there. Cost back up to, popped up to 425, so if you were in cost around 410, make sure you trim. Put on an alert for that. Oops, too many fives there, that's okay. TLGA is not doing anything. We can actually close down TLGA. I doubt we're going to play that. Starting to see a green candle here on phase. BBIG nasty drop. We're down to the 20. BBIG I have a little bit more faith in. At least I've seen this thing move. Phase seems to die out really quickly whenever it pops up. So I'll take a chance on BBIG. I think here on the 20, 365. Let's check the 5 minute real quick. Man, that's everything so far away. We could see a big pullback on this. That's another thing I'm kind of worried about. We'll give it a minute. I'd rather get in a little high and see the start to turn around than kind of jump in early here. So we're going to give it a minute. Okay, I'm convinced. I think it's going to head back up. BBIG. 360-ish, I'm going to say. We'll try for 420 as a PT with a 3 Maybe a 345 stop. Do we even need 345? Not really. We could honestly probably even go 355 for a stop. I'm going to go 355 for a stop. It is tight, but I really, if it starts breaking down from this level, it could pretty much just plummet. So try to get, around this 365 level. If you can get 365 for an entry, you're probably not doing too bad. Up to 375 already. We're gonna, if it starts to break or touch this VWAP line, you're gonna want to trim. So around that 380. So trimming BBIG 380. Topped at 172, still 183 at the top there. PXMD still not really moving, so we're going to be waiting a minute on this, it looks like. It could break down because we aren't really, unless I missed through that support area. Doesn't really look like I did though. It looks like my area is good, so I'm not really sure what to expect out of this. GovX back down 61 after hitting a high there, 64.5. Cost back at 420. Phase, yeah, see, we're getting lower volume now. We're breaking bearish on MACD as well, so this could be a problem. Okay, we hit that 380 level on BBIG, so that's our trim. So our next trim's probably going to be about 390. You could probably push it 392 if you really want to. Something like that. Top down to 160, so we're kind of getting to an area where we might be able to pick up more shares. So 156 is probably an okay place, but we could still see a major pullback, right? We could see this down to 146. So I think if we do take it at 156, it's going to be with a tight stop out, and we'll see what happens. We will see. Okay. It's so hard getting used to Windows 11 after Windows 10 NQ drop. I have NQ open, yeah, nasty drop. If we start breaking, I mean, if we start breaking down lower than 15,536, we might see a problem here. This might start to really go. Which is fine, I'm okay with the tanking. I actually kind of hope it starts tanking, because after, you're so glad you didn't re-enter? Yeah. Where did you get out? Still watching, but practicing, learning to stop. Yeah, you know what? Stopping's good. I think I'm going to re-enter, though. I think it's looking pretty bullish here, so I'm going to go for it. Top 150, 154-ish. We're going to go for 190. Oh, that hurt. That's was in the sun yesterday. That was a sunburn I was rubbing. And a maybe 150 stop. Yeah, probably 150 stop is good. I don't need a bigger stop than that, I don't think. The remaining shares will be down at 112 for a stop, which is really funny because I can't see that happening. PXNB does make its move up. We see that 93 cents. That's where we took before, so we're still kind of just waiting that out. GovX down, stopped us out. So do we get out with anything on GovX? Not a lot. A cent. Got a cent of profit. Is it enough to cover our fees on that trade? It was $430 of fees. $431 of fees, so maybe. BBIG moved up to the 83 cent mark, back down to 369 here on the 20, and we'll see what happens after that. Tup's bouncing nicely off that 153 area. We're up to 161. So with Tup, I'm going to be looking to take a little bit of profit here. $161. Trimming Tup, 161. $129 was the cheapest entry and highest sell was $174. Nice. Yeah, that's quite a bit of profit. That's what I like to hear. PXMD's looking good. Cost is kind of breaking down a little bit. We got BBIG here looking okay. Yeah, phase is still dropping. This is why we didn't touch this. Could it turn around off the 200? Definitely could. Do we have enough data to go off of? Not really. Let's look at the longer term trend here. Wow, this used to be when we used to play phase, it was at $20 back in August. Now look at it. Now we're way down here. Spiked to 64, definitely didn't hold most of the volumes down here for sure. Cost 390, so we're stopping out on costs. Again, just maybe barely enough to squeak out with a tiny bit of profit here. Hopefully that's green. PXMD's at 94. We did actually get very close or touch 95, so that's good for a trim. PXMD 95. Top's holding 160 pretty good here, almost at 165. I'm looking probably close to 170 to trim some more profit, but you could do it a little bit sooner as well. 167 is not a terrible spot to try. BBIG just crossed our next threshold there, 392. So anywhere here between here and $4 is good. Trimming BBIG, $4. Galvax just not with any volume right now. Costs, yeah. So we broke lower. If you look at this on a bigger scale here, we did bounce right off the 200 at 385, so that could be a potential play spot. Top hits that 170 area, so we're gonna trim. Top 170. Today is going much smoother than any day last week. Things are moving exactly how they should be moving, and it's beautiful. We're looking at close to 180 for our next trim. I think you could probably maybe look at 170, 178 for your next trim. PXMD hits 95 again. I'm hoping to see a little bit more out of PXMD. I wouldn't mind hitting like 97, 98. BBIG at 420, so we're going to trim again. Trimming BBIG. 420, perfect, beautiful. 365 to 420 so far. 423, 430. My lord, just gonna keep going here. 440 is gonna be our next area to trim, and we're almost there already. Nuts! It's nuts. There's 440. We're going to trim again. Trimming BBIG 440. Wowzers. Today is a money-making day. We're going to try for 460 the next trim here. I don't know. I think we're going to hit a pullback before we get that or a halt. BJDX actually halted not too long ago. It should be unhalted now. Let's take a look at BJDX. BJDX. Could be a 10-minute halt. When did that halt? Yeah, BBIG just halted 446. And BJDX was a 653 halt at 657, so 1 more minute and they should unhalt unless it's a 10-minute halt. PXMB back down. We've got TUP down, so stopping us out, but you know what? We still got quite a bit of profit out of TUP on that pullback there, so I'm pretty happy with that. Now, are we looking to re-enter top? The bottom band is coming in really tight, so that leads me to believe, yeah, we should actually probably jump back in on top here. 145. Gonna try for at least that 175 area again, and we'll go with a maybe just a 140 stop. What's 140 bring us to? Bottom of the band? Yes. Okay, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. So go for another top entry. Might have to get a little higher, 140, like 147, 148. If you do, you can move that stop up. Highest I'd go is 142. For a stop, that is. Yeah, BJDX is unhalted, dropped down to that 650 level, moved back up from 709. Not a lot of data to go off of. Tops at that 145 spot, so this is where we're looking to get that entry. If you get in a 145, you're looking to have a 140 stop. And just as an announcement for you guys on the Discord, if you see anybody saying that they're looking for people to post TikToks, it's just a scam. We try to get rid of them as quickly as we can, but sometimes it takes us a couple minutes to see it because we've got so many channels. So just ignore them or add staff when you see it, and we'll ban them. So I don't know. It's a new scam going around. I'm not really sure how it works yet, but it's clearly a scam because you get all these random people joining to say it and then getting kicked out. BJDX is down again to that 640 area. Top holding 145. We are seeing that bounce back up. If we get 150, that should probably be our first trim because we're going to see resistance around that point anyway. Hedge our risk a little bit. BBIG was a 657 halt. So we're looking at like a 702 on halt here. Could be a reversal here on BJDX, but it's kind of tough to say. There's not really a lot of data to go off of, and I really don't want to chance it for what it's worth. PXMD, we need to break 95 here. Ooh, breaking down a little further here. We could be seeing a stop. We will see, we will see. Anytime now. I think we're starting to lose volume in the market. PXMD is at 95. I think we broke 95 actually. Looks like we're hitting 96 here, so we're actually seeing back at the high here at 96 on PXMD, and we're hopefully going to see the breakthrough and move up to 98. That would be ideal. Looks like we're seeing selling pressure though, so it's more than likely going to just drop back down and retest. Top back down. Just need one good spike in volume. This does look like it's going to turn around, so feel free, if you absolutely want, you could move your stop down a little bit more to give you some breathing room here, because it does look like it wants to turn around right now. You see that MACD curling and volume is starting to pick up as well. So this could be a matter of my stop is just a little bit too tight. BBIG opens up. We hit that 460 goal, so make sure you trim some more. 360. And we're looking at 480 for the next trim, and then we'll be really close down to shares after that. So let's have to be a little more diligent with watching it to see if we can just get a little bit more out of it. Wow, look at that spike. We're almost at 480. All right. Trimming BBIG 480-ish. I mean, I guess 490 because we're there. Where's BBIG? There it is. Okay, I got a pretty good trim there, 492. So, like last little bit, maybe we'll try to push it to 530. I'm not holding a lot here, so honestly, even if it comes back down, not a huge deal. You can cut it whenever you want at this point. I can't tell you how much higher it's going to go. It's obviously, it looks like it's going to push that 530 and get rid of the rest of our shares, which is a good problem to have. We might actually be back into another halt at this point, though. 514 from, yeah, it's getting there. It's pretty close. Unless we're just hitting a wall. There's still orders piling through. Yeah, we got to be halted. No, we're not halted. It just slowed right down there. 523. I think I'm just gonna cut here. The rest of BBIG around this 530 area. Because when you see something that staggers like that, you're nearing the end, it feels like. So, and I'm happy to cut the rest of my shares up here. We just went from 365 to almost 530, so good enough for me. If we come back down and retest VWAP, maybe I'll buy more, so 440, but that is a dramatic drop, so. That BBIG play netted us, what was it? Oh, just over 40%, so that's not bad. We had actually like 2 40% plays today, so that's great. Yeah, this is why we got out on the stutter. Not like we aren't up huge either way, but it's always good to continue to listen to your gut. The XMD's down a little bit. Tup still hasn't stopped us out. It's gotten real close, but it hasn't done it. We're up to 145. We could get out break even if we wanted to. It could get rejected off VWAP here and head back down, or it could break through. Kind of tough to say which way it's going to go. We are seeing that MACD curl up still. You see a good breakthrough when you see it reach the 0 threshold and VWAP touches at the same time. So we're not quite joined up there, but it's kind of close, relatively close. We will just let it be for now. BBIG coming down a little bit. We're still seeing a lot of buying pressure on these candles, which is fantastic. It's still good to see, but we're out of it for now. So we kind of want to see selling pressure. We want to see this drop down pretty dramatically and then see a monumental shift in that candle energy and see it come back up. I doubt we'll see that though, especially since it's already 707. We might take another trade or two. I'm not really sure. Something would have to look pretty fantastic for me to take it at this point, because we're starting to see volumes lower on PXMD, volumes lower on top. We've got cost here sitting with no volume, GovX no volume, Phase no volume. BBIG does have volume, but we just saw the massive run. That could end, that could dry up just like everything else. So we'll keep an eye on it, but again, we're gonna have to get down to like close to 440 here for me to even consider getting back in and then see decent volume. We're actually in profit here on top. You could take a little bit here if you want, or cut the whole thing for a tiny bit of profit. I still have a good feeling that this could possibly break through and go up, so I'm just gonna hold until we hit at least our first PT here, and then we'll trim some and watch it go from there. I think that top could definitely go, so that's what we're gonna do with that. Anybody else watching anything good yet? Yeah, I'm not sure if there's much else. SGMA maybe. No. Not love. Not that. We got BBIG in top, SCU, SDPI maybe. Oh, SDPI. No, I don't like that either. Yeah, Phase, GovX, Rito. Ooh, Rito. Man, I made so much money on Rito. Probably 2021. Rito was huge. Hasn't really, like, played, it didn't really play at a higher price range. It's always been between like $1 to $10 when I was playing it. I don't even think I ever really played it at $10. I think it's mostly been the lower half of that, so like between $1 to $5. And when it gets higher than that, I just don't touch it. Mostly because I don't like playing things at that price point. But seeing a consolidation on BBIG here, so I mean you might see a breakdown if you break lower than this. So now you're just waiting to see if it breaks the bottom of this candle. You see it bounce back up. Body might close above, but we are seeing it break down further, so that's not a good sign. That's a sign that we are going to be breaking down. On the other hand, maybe not a 5-minute chart, but maybe a 2-minute chart, we have a pretty clear bull flag. Now where does this end? Looks suspiciously like it could end at VWAP, but we'll see. I probably won't jump in either way, but that's just a, food for thought. So top is at 158, and I forgot to trim, so I'm going to go ahead and trim here. Like 160. So we're definitely past where we wanted our first PT to be. I was not paying attention and did not see that move up that high over the last minute, so good problem to have. Yeah, Rito's not moving today, so you don't have to worry about that. Man, if this starts moving out from here, like I called it to a T right on the VWAP line. What are you going to do now, Top? 167 would probably be an ideal place to... 166 probably would be an ideal place to take a little bit more. Actually, I didn't even need to do that because I could have just moved that up, but we could actually get rid of that too because I sold all those shares. Yeah. Sit here and watch Top. Maybe watch BBIG on its second run. PXMD's back down. You can hold PXMD as long as you want here. Slow volume. Afternoon might pick up some more. Our stop's in a pretty good spot. Clearly we had some support here, so it might be fine. Look at that. Look at that. Called it to a T. It literally touched VWAP and bounced right off. Now you're waiting to see it actually break above this bull flag, but you know what? Realistically, that bull flag should have probably done something like this. You want to see the break above. Whoops, that's actually not really what I meant to do. I'm just being really particular with this. Yes, we're seeing a break up there, which is good. We saw a crack of a new high there on top 161. Not enough to take more profit though. Nice bounce there on PXMD. Nothing else though. Not seeing anything else. Boring. BBIG actually made a nice move there, back up to 511 at the top there. So you see there's going to be definitely resistance in this area. All right, we built support down here. We've got resistance up there. We saw that break of trend. Moving back up. We're seeing volatility and inconsistency. So I wouldn't personally take this because these candles are closing with really small bodies, but look at that pump. We're breaking resistance. Liquidity is picking up. Buyers are definitely winning this. Yeah, good trading, man. See you later. Top back down to VWAP. This could be another potential entry point here on top. Again, not going to take it, but you could, in theory. BBIG pumping to 538. $537, $538. Hell yeah. Looking good. Anyways, TUP's starting to come back down a little bit. We're not going to get that XPT anytime soon. BBIG, really big run. It just halted again. I told you guys right where the break was going to be. I told you guys right where the bottom was going to be. So hopefully you took that if you were looking for more money. Definitely looks like it would have paid off. I didn't get it. I do this to myself a lot. But it is what it is. PXMD, I'm still holding this. I think it's possibly going to get back up to the 98 cents area. Past that, not entirely sure. It depends what lunchtime brings. You might see a break. Cost doesn't look like it's going to be doing much of anything. GovX, same story. And Phase, yeah, nothing on Phase either. So really, we're holding some top, and we're holding some PXMD. BBIG look like a good play. But yeah, besides that, I think I'm going to hop off. I'm going to let you guys finish up your trading. But yeah, happy Monday. And we'll go over the tracker quickly, and then I'll let you guys go. So made 47K today, which is much better than recently. We actually, did we end up with no losses? 6.3%. Oh yeah, right, because I thought TUP was going to stop up, but it didn't. 6.3% on the portfolio, which is fantastic. We're up to nearly 800,000 this month. And what's our win rate sitting at right now? Our win rate is sitting at 73%. So we're actually doing pretty okay this month. It's been a rough go, as you can see. We've had a lot of days where it's been relatively small wins from anywhere from like 9 grand to, 30 grand is a good day. Today was much better. What's the page mode before this one? So 130% of the port today. Our small wins were like the ones where we got one trim off and then it went to stop. So we got GovX and Cost did that. We got a big win on BBIG and a big win on TUP. But yeah, besides that, we had even our small wins are pretty decent, 8% and a couple 6% stuff. So at 10%. So we did pretty decent today. Really can't complain about that. But yeah, anyways, guys, enjoy the rest of your trading, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care.